All right, here we go from Plano, Texas. Game number 2 of 5 this weekend for Team Arizona, who is 1-0 after a great win in game number 1. 6-3 the final score against Team Indiana as they took down Indiana 6 goals from 6 different skaters. However, Team California brings a bigger challenge. The team in orange is here to win, a team that Team Arizona Copper, one of the 2 teams from last year, faced off with and won 5-3 against. Team California played earlier this morning. They lost 5-4 to Team DMV, which is Team DC, Maryland, and Virginia. And Team Arizona with 6 goals in the first game from 6 different players, including Max Cable, Alex Illing, Ben Jones had 3 assists. Caden Schaefer had a goal. Jack Welch had a goal. Liam Smith had one as well. And even the defenseman, Josh Hyvren, got a marker as well. So we're ready to go for game number 2. Team Arizona in their gray uniforms and Team California in their orange uniforms. Now, we'll go through the goaltenders. Team California has number 31, Matthew McPhee. 6 foot tall, 175 pounds, out of St. John Bosco High, originally from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. He is their goaltender. And on the Team Arizona side, in goal for the first time starting today, is Logan Gibbs, the senior goaltender, originally from Centennial High School as well. So the starters for today is Gibbs and McPhee. Team California 0-1, Team Arizona 1-0. As we're almost ready to get started here from Plano, Texas. Same rink, same ice sheet as game number 1. Team Arizona will play on this ice sheet 3 of 4 games, maybe even 4 or 5, depending on Sunday. The only other game coming tomorrow morning when they play at the Farmers Branch rink. Green, Welch, and Schaefer will start from the forward set, with Hogenauer and Hyvren on the defensive pair, with Gibbs and net. McPhee and Gibbs, the goaltending matchup. This line was really good in the first game. Welch and Schaefer both had a goal each. Green adding on a couple assists as well, and doing work down low. So we're ready to go. The gray and the orange, 2 West Coast teams battling here in the big state of Texas. Green taking the draw. Team Arizona lose it. And we're off and running here from Plano as Leenders will move in against Hyvren. Mason Leenders is the name to watch for Team Arizona as this one goes wide. Off the stick of Danis, the defenseman. Leenders had 2 goals in the first game that Team California played. They faced off with Team DMV, originally from DC, Maryland, Virginia. Welch tossed it in front. It takes a knock off of Danis' skate and right to McPhee, their goaltender, who is a senior out of St. John Bosco High, who is a very good high school program in the Anaheim area. And a couple kids from St. John Bosco on this team. Originally, overall, they have 4 from that high school. Most of these kids from the Southern California area, where they wear the orange jerseys. The 2 teams, if you want to count Colorado as well, 3 teams from the West Coast in this showcase, along with Oregon. Hogenauer shoots, and he put it off the post. The defenseman jumping down low and getting in the offensive action. Hyvren fanned on the shot. The California skater lost his stick. Down low for Green, who was knocked down. California comes back the other way. Bishop puts it into Gibbs, who got another shot helping him. Green takes down his man back behind the net. A little payback there as Gibbs makes this save, and he will cover. Logan Gibbs played about 1 or 2 minutes in the first game. He accidentally came in to the first game, thought that the goalies were switching halfway through. Or not, he came in, he faced 1 shot, and unfortunately gave up a goal, and that's when Spencer Liebig came back in. So Gibbs will get this start, and he will start for the most of this game. And then both goalies will flip again tomorrow. 2 more games tomorrow for Team Arizona. And if you're watching back in Arizona, I hope you get to sleep early tonight because it will be an early start tomorrow. Loose puck in the slot. Kim turns and shoots, and he didn't get all of it. It goes back behind, now to the slot. Kim stick handling, loose in the crease. Olgan picks it up with the blue gloves. Back up top for Watts. Watts along the wall. Still moving in, and the shot went wide off the stick of Svirchik. Team California will go and chase this one down. 1:45 into this one, as Brown is offside here as it came out of the zone. So we'll have a neutral zone face-off. Team California did not have an easy test in their first game, facing off with Team DMV, losing 5-4. Team DMV is known as one of the better teams here at this tournament, or a showcase, whatever you want to call it. Them, Team Colorado, who Team Arizona will play tomorrow in the morning, and Team Arizona. Those are the three teams that really are strong coming in. Wolf puts it in front, loose for Jasmine, and McPhee covers up. Give a lot of credit to the Team Arizona defense, one of their strongest parts of Game 1. Gave up 3 goals, but overall they were very strong. And they're 6 deep with a lot of seniors as well. 4 of the 6 defensemen, seniors. 2 of the others, of course, juniors. Juniors and seniors, the only ones selected for this team. Holmes in his own zone. We're going to force it ahead. Liam Smith takes it away at neutral. Probe for Team California. He had a goal in their first game. Loose puck. Jasmine picks it up. Jasmine for Liam Smith, who had a goal. He had the second goal. And a nice helper as he tossed it in front, looking for Alex Illing earlier as well in game number 1. Liam Smith, the only player not from the Phoenix area, is from Flagstaff, plays for Flagstaff High School, about 2 hours north of Phoenix and the Valley. Here's Carson Kamen, usually a forward, playing defense here in this showcase, and he was really strong in game number 1. And a lot of good offensive zone plays, and loves to jump in on the rush. Pass across, Jones looking to find the slot. It was Illing who was around that area. Then it comes back out to Max Cable. Hogenauer, who hit the post in the first minute of this game. Nice saucer pass up to Ben Jones. Collected by Illing, and he's across the line. Illing moves and shoots, saved by McPhee, as Cable was darting toward the net. That was a nice pass from Hogenauer to set up that play. And a good play in neutral, finding Illing as he came across the line and let it fly. Jones on the draw here. Cable right off the draw on a pad save by McPhee as he flexed out his right leg. Cable at the red line, tosses it in. Picked up by Team California. Cable here on the forecheck again. Makinen out for Team California. Paolo Odzinski will have to stop in front of his own penalty boxes, looking to get it out. It is clear that both teams definitely have more jump than the first game. After a full day here and possibly, or definitely some lunch, possibly a nap between each game, depending on the player, of course. Some players, the video games between games, some players likes to take a little nap and rest up. California will high flip it out right off the bench. Here's Kamen, who put it forward on the backhand. Now he has to go and chase after this one. Gibbs tried to stop it. Kamen up for Welch, turned it over, got right back to him. And one more time, Makinen on the pressure. Watts picks it up, onside play as the defenseman will go out and get it. Derryberry forces him off the puck. Carson Kamen, Derryberry's high school teammate, high flip ahead. Welch is all alone, has Pesic cutting toward the net, tried to feed the front, but couldn't find his man. That was Schaefer as well, who was on the ice. Schaefer with a goal in game number 1. Goes back behind, loose puck in front, Gibbs with the save. Nice job on Probe, who was open in the slot. This has been a good line so far, as Bischoff toward the net and a save by Gibbs. This line of Bischoff, Probe, looks like Leanders as well, are really strong. And a line and 3 players that Team Arizona has to look out for. 3 of their best. Cole Bischoff, along with Michael Leanders and Aiden Probe. 207s and 106. Welch comes across the line on the red line. This play is offside and will get the whistle. As Schaefer gets a knock after the whistle. Maybe the only thing Team Arizona did not do well in game number one is they did not stay out of the box very well. 3 penalties, and they didn't really come at very good times. One came at the end of a period. The other 2 came at the end of the third period of a game that was pretty much decided at the time. Their goal for this game number 2 is to stay out of the box and continue their strong defensive play. They also want to get more pucks toward the net. So far, they've gotten 4 on net. Team California has done an even better job. They already have 7, and we're only in the first 6 minutes of the first period. Pass Derryberry, a 2-on-1. Leenders shoots, save by Gibbs. That was Mason Leenders, who had 2 goals in game number 1, and he creates that 2-on-1, and Gibbs comes up with a big blocker save. Let's get another look at that one. Derryberry got caught on the loose puck. It went by him. Kamen had to defend the pass on the 2-on-1 as Bischow was across, and Leenders put it off the blocker of Gibbs. So 9:10 to go in a scoreless first period. Kim gets it off the draw. Back out to the blue. Big shot blocked by Pesic. Got a piece of his shin pad. Palowadzinski will skate it out. Gets it to the blue line. Brown couldn't force it in. Look at Palowadzinski on the forecheck here. The defenseman getting down deep. California goes right down the middle to clear it out. Let's see if it has enough for icing. It does not. They reel off the icing, and California has to touch up, but it goes all the way back to their own end. So here's Connor Brown coming all the way down. McPhee comes out to play it, the goaltender. Pesic stepped up, 1-on-1 rush here. To the center, Spearchick taken off his stick by Palowadzinski. He's had a good shift so far here in the first period. Plays for Basha High School, along with another Team Arizona teammate, Nick Wolf and Max Cable. Palowadzinski back behind his own net. He'll knock it ahead. Good start to this game. Good pace, good chances for each side as well. Northrup, right through the middle. Looking for Kim. It went past him. Picked up by Olgan. And Spearchick gets it down deep. Pau Rahela in his own corner. Ahead for Brown. Brown, little drop pass. Logan Chitka. Chitka has Pesic with him. Drops it. Pesic waits. Tried to shoot it. Fanned on it. One more try in front. McPhee with the save on the soft shot. And here comes Team California the other way. Leenders with a good backhand pass to get it out. Hogenauer takes his man to the wall and stops that play with Holmes. Here's Leenders down the left side. Couldn't get an angle. Has Gibbs out of his crease. Back to Holmes, who shoots and put it wide. Mason Leenders, what a player he is so far, and had a really big impact in the first few shifts of this game. It goes past Pesic, and California has it at the blue. This shot blocked as Jasmine reached up his left foot like a gymnast to get it out. He gets this puck deep, taken down in the play, and no call upcoming. First time we've had a questionable penalty call, and now 2 California players come and meet each other as Dennis, along with Holmes, accidentally hit each other. Hogenauer comes out with it, ahead for his high school teammate for Jasmine. Dennis pressured by Liam Smith. Loose puck, looking for Wolf. Wolf shoots and scores! What a play for Nick Wolf as he puts it in the back of the net. Good pressure from Smith, and Team Arizona up 1-0. Nick Wolf is a goal scorer, to say the least. And that was a goal scorer's goal. As he took the puck away from the defenseman, went to the backhand and into the back of the net. Nick Wolf strikes first. Team Arizona up 1-0. Good pressure by Liam Smith as well on the forecheck to force that turnover. So 1-0 Team Arizona, goal by Nick Wolf. Assists, they're probably going to give at least one to Smith. We'll see if they give a second, depending on the official scores. I'm going to drop this puck one more time. And you give a lot of credit to Logan Gibbs. He's made a few big saves as Team California has had the majority of chances so far, especially that 2-on-1 with Mason Leenders. He had a few big saves and allowed his team to get on the board first. Carson came in back of the blue, tip in front, and it just went over the net. Good tip in front by Ben Jones as he was wide open in the slot. Turnover in front, Max Cable shoots and scores! It's the Basher Boys getting Team AZ on the board. First Nick Wolf, now Max Cable, 2-0. .6:16 to go in the first period as Cable forced the turnover, and he almost popped the water bottle as well as he went high glove on McPhee. 2 goals in under a minute for Team Arizona. Wolf and Cable on the markers. So after a start that was mostly great goaltending, now 2 pucks past McPhee. Puck in front, Rahela knocked it down. Jaswin can't get it out, he turns it over. Probe shoots and scores! The goal scoring has come to play here, folks. 3 goals in under a minute. That time it was Aiden Probe. Turnover by Jaswin at the blue line, and Probe let it rip. And none of these goals are to fault the goaltender, to say the least. They have all been really good chances and great shots. So 2-1 the score now as the goal scoring has opened up. And that was that top line that we talked about for Team California. Bishop, Probe, and Leenders, 3 very good players. Bishop ahead, here's Leenders across the line. Leenders will stop at the goal line, looking to feed the point. Gets up to Crowley. Crowley across. Northrup backhands it down low. Halowidzinski pressures Bishop. And out comes Team Arizona. Nice head fakes there by Jones, but couldn't find his man. California over the line again. Probe on the far side at the goal line. Halowidzinski took it away. Bouncing puck goes right back to Probe in the near side corner. Back to Crowley. Thought about a shot. Went all the way across, and the shot went off a defenseman and out of play. Good pace to this game so far. 5 minutes to go in the first period, and already 18 shots combined between these 2 teams. 11 for California and 7 for Team Arizona. 2-1, Team Arizona in front. Max Cable and Nick Wolf on the goal so far, with Aiden Probe on the goal for California. Fortunate bounce goes back to Crowley at the blue line. I see a lot of these 3 for Team California. When they come on, they don't come off very much. Kim and Spearchick ahead. Trying to force it ahead is Team Arizona. And here they come. Pass across. Went just wide. Schaefer was looking for Welch on the far side. Here is Caden Schaefer at the half wall. He'll go down deep for Jack Welch. Welch had a goal in game number 1. Nice backhand pass in front. One more try. Oh, what a pretty play. Welch, Schaefer, EJ Green puts it in the back of the net. 3-1 Team Arizona. That is one for the highlight reel, folks. Look at Welch doing work behind the net. He finds Jones. One more pass and a great look for EJ Green to put it in the back of the net. 3-1 Team Arizona in front by 2 again. That is one of the prettier goals you're going to see, as it would have been really easy for Schaefer to try to get a shot on net from a close angle. However, he made one more pass, and it was a great one. So 4 goals in just about over 5 minutes or so. The defensive coaches are not going to be happy with this film, but the offensive coaches will be. Hogenauer gets it out, up to Pesic. Pesic with a backhand pass, looking for his man, kicking it ahead. Backhand, they score! It's Chitka, 4-1 Team Arizona. Logan Chitka, beautiful backhand up top. The junior from Pinnacle, after he gets a few fortunate bounces, kicks it to his stick. After a turnover, goes to the backhand and roofs it. 4-1, Team AZ in front. What a start to this game. High-flying action. And back to that top unit goes Team California. They need a response. Green, stop and go for Welch. As Hyveren cutting down deep. Here's Bishop. Back save by Gibbs. Rebound chance in front. Picked up by Team Arizona. Welch looking for Green. Pass wasn't strong enough. Looking to knock it in. Was Schaefer. Could not do that. Watts puts it way high. Got a piece of the glass. Back to the blue line. Another shot from the blue line. Knocked down in front. Bishop looking to get it out. Welch and Team Arizona does. Schaefer along the near side. Looked to get it in. Took his defenseman down to a knee. Schaefer down low. His shot blocked down. Back to the blue line. Rahela. Tossed it down low. Gosselin for Team California with 3:15 to go in the first period. Bishop, who doesn't seem like he ever comes off the ice, put this one off the ceiling. It's not easy to do here. Pretty high ceiling here in Texas. They call it the Plano Rink or the Children's Health Dallas Stars Star Center, which has a big flag here. It says the home of the Dallas Penguins, which was one of the first hockey organizations in the state of Texas. Shot from the face-off dot. Went off the pad as it echoes through this rink. The sound does. Makinen ahead and tossed in by Viskantis. Loose puck. Viskantis picks it up. Sharp angle try. Gibbs makes the save. Connor Brown ahead for Chitka. Chitka had the latest goal for Team Arizona. Nice drop pass. Kamen. One more pass in front. Who's got it? California does, and they have numbers. As Kamen went down low. Rahela guarding a 3-on-1 as it comes down low. What a job by Kyle Rahela as he dove down, got the pass, and knocked the puck away. Really nice play by the senior defenseman out of Mountain Ridge. He is a player, to say the least. One of the most trusted defensemen on this Team Arizona team, and for good reason. Kamen picks it up back to Chitka. 2 minutes to go here in the first period. 4-1 the score. Kamen, beautiful pass for Brown. Connor Brown across the line on the far side. As Chitka goes down low. Avila for California. Turns it over. Chitka at the goal line. Back out to the blue. Walking in, shooting, and saved by the goaltender McPhee on the shot from Derryberry. One more pass and a nice shot from Chitka. Almost got a piece of the post. Pesek and Chitka have really good chemistry together. As this one comes in front from Kamen and went past the net. Derryberry keeps it in. 3 Pinnacle Pioneers on the ice right now, and Chitka, Derryberry, and Kamen as he goes for a change. Good shift here from that forward unit as it goes out of play with 1:24 to go in the first period. Shots are even, the score is not. 4-1, Team Arizona in front after another really strong offensive zone shift. That was the shot from Derryberry. And now the line, they got the first goal with Jasmine and Wolf and Liam Smith. Smith forcing the turnover on the forecheck, and Nick Wolf doing what he does, scoring goals. His junior year, he had 21 goals for his D1 team in Basha Perry. And his senior year, he wasn't far behind. He just added some goals and also added some assists. An all-around better player his senior year, and now his second year here in Dallas for what they now call the High School National Junior Showcase or whatever. It is an odd name. Last year was a much better name. It's called the Lone Star Showcase, but whatever, they lost rights or I don't know what happened there. To do some digging into that. This is the second year for Nick Wolf. He had a great year on Team Copper last year, scored a couple big goals. And now the only team for Team Arizona this year, and he's on that one as well. Smith with a big hit on Dennis as they try to enter the zone. 25 seconds to go here in the first period. One that, yes, the score is correct, folks. It's only been one period, and it is 4-1. Smith, we're going to force it in. Wolf picks it up. Leanders for Team California with 10 seconds. Maybe one more try here. Casey on the near side. Pushed to the wall by Derryberry. Jasmine for Palowadzinski with 2. With 1, and that will take us to the end of period number 1. Another really strong start for Team Arizona. They had a great first period against Team Indiana. Went up 3-0. Same lead here after 1 against Team California. 4-1 the score. We'll be right back for period number 2. All right, back here for period number 2 from Texas, 4-1. Yes, that is the score after one period for Team Arizona against Team California. Nick Wolf, Max Cable, EJ Green, and Logan Chitka. The goals in the first period for Team California, it was Aiden Probe. We're ready for period number 2 as both teams switch sides. Team California in their orange for whether that be the Ducks or the beautiful sunshine that they always get. Gosselin back up top. Gosselin had one of the 2 assists on the Probe goal earlier to make it 2-1. It was Leenders on the other assist. He has been the best player so far for California. Mason Leenders on their team, number 14. He also had 2 goals in game number 1 that Team California played, a 5-4 loss to Team DMV out of D.C., Maryland, Virginia. So we're going to look for a better period here in the second. Back out to the blue. Dennis with a nice pass. Gosselin walks in. One more pass, and it goes in. Great passing and a great goal for Team California. On the far side, a one-timer went through. It looked like Probe. Let's see who's going to be the first one in line. That's the question. It was that top line again, and yes, Aiden Probe, his second goal of the day. Not even halfway through. 4-2 the score as the scoring continues. And a really nice pass there from Gosselin, who faked the shot, went down low, and found his man in Probe, who puts it in the back of the net. Probe had a goal in the first game as well, so he has 3 goals overall. This is a really skillful, very good California team. They move the puck well. They have good speed. They have a lot of good offensive players, especially that top unit. Bischow, Probe, and Leenders. Kamen goes back for this one, 4-2 the score now. After the goal in the first minute of the second period. Good response for Team California. Olgan knocks it forward. Turnover in front. Gibbs made the stop, and somehow it stayed out. I'm not sure how, as Fierchik was wide open in front. Team California pressuring here. Ahead, here's Jones. Knocked to the wall, that was Welch, excuse me. As Schaefer helps him out. Coming down from the blue line, Kamen. Northrup has some room on the near side, goes off the glass and out. Schaefer has to chase after this one as Kim right on his heels. As Kamen gets there first. Rahela can't get it out. Olgan applying the forecheck on Rahela, who there's not going to be a lot of skaters much smaller than Kyle Rahela. He is a big defenseman for this Team Arizona team, over 6 foot, and very strong as well. Green at the goal line. Looking for Brown. Pesic on there as well. And it comes back out to neutral. First period wasn't a 4-1 period. It was a period of mistakes by Team California. A lot of turnovers, especially the goal by Max Cable, who, all credit to him, he put in the back of the net. Got a wide open chance in front. One more try and a nice save by McPhee as Brown came right down Main Street. Palowidzinski across. Shot by Derryberry goes wide after a tip. Team Arizona right back to work here. This has been one of their best lines. Pesic, Brown, and Chitka. Taken away and flipped out. Off the wall it goes. California's defense did not have a great first period. A lot of turnovers, like I mentioned, and a lot of gifts. Team Arizona, who took them and ran with them, and all credit to them. Good work as well. Palowidzinski to the circle. He'll circle the zone, but no one on the far point. Pesic has to go back to stop the puck. Nosenchuk off the wall. Pesic back behind his own net. Pesic was laughing after the first game, missed what he likes to call an open tap, and said he's snake bitten right now. He had a few nice assists in the first game still, and already has an assist tonight on a nice setup pass for Logan Chitka's goal, the 4th goal for Team Arizona. Gibbs comes out to stop this one. It's a fast-moving period and a fast-moving game so far. The pace is high and a lot of plays to be made Another try in front, loose in the slot, picked up by Brown, and he high flips it out. Smart play there by Connor Brown. So Probe gets goal number 2 for Team California. As across the line, and it goes high on the shot from Olgan. Or check that, that was a shot from Casey as the defenseman came down low. Smith knocks it ahead. Liam Smith with the baby blue Flagstaff pants along with the gloves. Jasmine back behind the net as well, fighting for it, and it goes off the back of the net. Almost went in, as it almost went over the shoulder of McPhee. Ogenauer has Hyver decides to take it himself to the red line. Backhands it in and goes on after it. Ogenauer back behind the net. Smith on this one has some room. Tried to feed it in front. His stick was lifted by Casey. Assists to Watts and Gosselin on that second goal for Team California. Gosselin with 2 assists, a goal on or assist on each so far. Jasmine forces another turnover. Wolf shoots and he put it off of Dennis and a wide. Now the defenseman got a piece of it. Good pressure here from this line as it goes off the glass and all the way down. A fortunate bounce for Team California. 5 minutes into the second period. 4-2 Team AZ in front. Ogenauer ahead. Nice move. Illing shoots and put it wide. Ogenauer looking for Cable along the wall. Leenders picks it up. This is Team California's best unit. Leenders and Probe. 2 of their top forwards. Probe across for Leenders. Into the far side corner. Hyvren all over him. Hyvren picks it up and now we'll try the near side with Ogenauer, who flips it out. Glove down by Illing. Jones try to go across the blue line. Illing picks it up and we'll get into the defensive zone for California. A nice pass ahead. Jones pressuring the puck as Probe, who already has the 2 goals for Team California, whips it in. The center, Ben Jones, comes back to get it for Illing, who goes all the way across. Max Cable takes a huge hit and draws a penalty. He is down and in front of the Team California bench. We're going to need a whistle here. We have a Team Arizona player down. Where is the whistle? And now we finally get one, as Max Cable is very, very slowly back to his bench with the help of the wall, as well as Watts is going to go to the penalty box here. Our first penalty of the day. It was a hit right in front of the California bench. Let's take another look at this one. Watch Cable there, green helmet, in front of the bench, loose in his skates, and pushed down right in front of the bench. He was holding at his knee, so we will keep an eye on him. Right now he's on the back of the bench. And keep an eye on one of Team Arizona's fastest and most dynamic forwards. Nevertheless, a penalty against Watts. And a power play for Team Arizona. They only had 1 power play in the first game, even though they scored 6 goals. Only 1 power play, and they were not successful on it. Ogenauer and Kamen leading the line. Pesic, Green, and Chitka, who all play together on a normal line 5-on-5. Ogenauer across. Pesic down low for Chitka, who's usually right in front of the net, and he'll be there. Screen the goaltender. In front for Green, surrounded by California skaters, loose in that far circle. Bouncing puck, Ogenauer will try to keep it in. He did for the moment, then cleared out by Team California. It's a 2-minute penalty. And the official call, I believe, was roughing. They got him for that. Green across the line, shielding off Casey in front. Oh, what a pass and what a finish. Logan Chitka. 5-2 Team Arizona. Power play goal as Chitka feeds it into the back of the net on a great play by E.J. Green. Look at this pass from the far side. Chitka tips it and into the back of the net. (5-2) the score now with Team Arizona in front. And out of the box comes Watts on the power play marker. It looked like Chitka got a piece of it. If not, it went off a Team California defender. But Chitka was raising his hands, and it was a good pass in front by E.J. Green, who's been a good player, and one that Team Arizona coaches are very excited for this weekend. They think that he can really break out and have a big impact. Here he is again. He gets it deep into the corner. For the first power play goal tonight. Goes to Team Arizona. Goes down low for Green. It's on there with Schaefer and Welch. One more try, back to Schaefer. Far circle, Green shoots and scores! Well, now he's definitely got a goal. A beautiful shot into the back of the net. Make it 6-2 as Green let it fly. And he's definitely the first man in line now. What a beautiful shot from Green in that far circle. Had all the time in the world and went high glove, it looked like. Just found a piece over the shoulder, or a hole, I should say, over the shoulder of McPhee. And 6-2 now the score here in the second period. They give the fifth goal to Green as well. They said that Chika did not tip it. Have to go ask the players. It was close. Nevertheless, that would make it 2 straight goals for EJ Green, as he definitely put in that 6th one. Loose at the blue line. Wolf trying to force it out. Down low it goes. Holmes with a shot, saved by Gibbs. Here's Jaswin with Wolf, 2-on-2. Try to go off the wall. Nice defense there by Gosselin. On the 5th goal, it's Green from Kamen and Pesic. Pesic with his 2nd assist so far tonight. Across for Wolf. One more try. Jaswin with the tip. And McPhee with the save. Team Arizona's all over him now, and they are really playing well. The score is one thing, but they are dominant. They let up a goal in the first minute of the second period, but it has been all Arizona since. Here's another look at this Jaswin tip. Nice setup by Smith all the way across. Jaswin right down the middle and tipped it right into McPhee, who makes a good save. Iverin will go back for this puck. So Kamen and Pesic get the assist on the first EJ Green goal. The second does not have any assists so far on a wicked shot. Now moving in is Wolf, or check that, Cable moving in. He shoots and scores. Max Cable just took a tough hit, comes back and scores his 2nd goal of the day. It is a scoring explosion for Team Arizona right now. Goals on goals. Thought it was Wolf because Cable was writhing in pain a couple minutes ago. Comes off and lets it fly. Far blocker on McPhee. 7-2 the score. Cable, his 2nd goal of the day and his 3rd of the weekend. He has great speed and a heck of a shot as well. His 2nd time coming to Dallas for this showcase. 5:20 to go in the second period. This is a game that has been scoring all the way through. 4-1, the score after one period. And now 7-2 here in the second. And all have been really good offensive shots. There haven't been a lot of goals where you look at it and say, oh, the goalie should have saved that one. Pesic takes a big hit from Danis. 2-on-1 the other way. Pesic got right back up, and Hyvren played it really well. Hyvren back behind his own net. Circles behind. Looking for a saucer pass on the far side for Brown. Went past him. Leanders the other way, and he's offside. Well, Team California tried to turn their momentum and make it 4-2, and Team Arizona came back with 3 straight goals. And they were using their speed and using a lot of long offensive zone shifts as well to test McPhee and get into high danger scoring areas. So Cable gets that 7th goal. The assists go to Hyvren and Ben Jones as well. It is a scoring party here in Texas. Long pass looking for the breakaway. Chika thought he was open and Watts got back. We've also only had 1 penalty so far, if you can believe it. All these goals, 9 goals in under 2 periods, and only 1 penalty. Team Arizona was successful in their power play Logan Chicka. Or check that. Yes, Logan Chicka with that one. Or, I'm sorry, Green. Now this one is another penalty as it goes off the post and the net comes off. That has been the net that's been loose all day long. And that net finally comes off for one of the first times today. They are going to take Watts again here. He is the one who committed the first penalty. Now he commits the second penalty. Just a question of what they're going to get him for, and it's going to be a hold. So holding is the call on Watts as the speed continues to pay off for Team Arizona. Their second power play of the day. Watts to the box for holding. Back to the power play for Team Arizona. Green had the first power play goal and the only power play goal on their only opportunity. So looking to stay at 100% here. Kamen all the way across for Hogenauer. Hogenauer for Kamen. One-timer went way wide and off the glass. Pesic goes right back to Kamen. He'll circle on the wall. Knocked to it by Casey. Chicka goes to the far side for Pesic. Pesic. Chicka. Green goes down to the goal line. Pesic looking to move out in front. Team California shorthanded the other way. Thought they had a chance, but Chicka with a great poke check to take it off his stick. Green goes down low. Chicka looked to force it in. Now the net comes off again. And the official is giving Chicka an earful here, saying what he can and cannot do. They're going to move this face-off all the way back down to the California side of the ice. As the net came off, drew the whistle and the stoppage. Minute and 20 seconds to go on the power play for Team AZ. 3:20 to go here in the third period. 7-2, the score with Team Arizona in front. Here's the other power play unit. We haven't seen these guys out there just yet because the first unit scored on their first opportunity in the first few seconds earlier in the game. Derryberry, Palowadzinski, Schaefer, Welch, and Wolf. A lot of offensive power on this five-man unit. Welch goes back to Derryberry. Caught up on the half wall. Bishop looking to get it out along with Olgin. Derryberry with a nice hit, and he's going to get called here. Interference is the call. That's a tough one against Derryberry as he was on the power play, and the puck was in the area. Nevertheless, Olgin did not have the puck. Taking a look here, Derryberry on that far side with the white helmet. It's a little bit too much to Olgin, and he draws the penalty. So we're going to play 4-on-4 here for 41 seconds unless a goal is scored, and then Team California will get their first power play of the day. Jasmine will take this draw. Nice win by Drew Jasmine on the face-off dot. Palowadzinski back in his own end. 4-on-4, more ice to work with. For a lot of speed for both of these teams. They love to work up and down the ice. Smith turned it over. Loose puck. Jasmine picks it up. 2-on-1 with Smith. Jasmine goes to the far side. Shoots. Saved by McPhee. On a nice strong shot from Drew Jasmine. Not sure if he knew he had Liam Smith on that far side. Nevertheless, a high-danger shot for Jasmine. Knocked ahead. Jasmine pokes it down low. The 4-on-4 continues here. Watts is out of the box in 5 seconds. Good job by Jasmine. Tried to stuff it in. Saved by McPhee. Great work by Drew Jasmine here on this shift. Palowadzinski goes back. Watts is out of the box. California to the power play. They're going to need some back checkers here. 2-on-1. Kim moves in. His shot saved by Gibbs, and he covers. Good defense there by Rahela on another odd man opportunity. I'm not sure some of the Team Arizona forwards knew that they had a penalty kill that time, and the 4-on-4 was over. But great work there by Drew Jasmine, one of his better shifts so far this weekend. Good forecheck and getting the puck deep, and then started with a faceoff win in his own defensive zone. Offensive zone draw for Team California. They have 1:04 to work with on their power play. The interference call against Tyson Derryberry. And they win this draw. Back up top. Crowley to the far side for Leenders. Leenders is a dynamic player. Ahead for Probe. Probe back up top. Crowley thought about a shot. Take it to his forehand. Back up top for Probe. Across for Leenders on the far side. One more pass. Probe shoots, and it goes wide. 90 seconds to go in the period. 35 until Derryberry's out of the box. And Hogenauer didn't get it out. Yes, he did. Just got it out on the bouncing puck that Probe couldn't keep in. That was a close one. As Hogenauer put a little ground ball action in that one. Yeah, Probe was out of the zone. So good call there from the officials on the offside. It has been a second period of goals for Team Arizona. They lead 3-1 in this period. 7-2 overall. And they've scored their 3 goals on 11 shots. Team California just 4 shots here in the second. First period was a good start for Team Arizona. 4-1 as Hogenauer almost held that puck for a little too long. Couldn't get it out of his glove, it looked like. Cable ahead. Spinning is Illing. Down low for Cable. Team California looking to break out with Watts. Probe takes it away. Aiden Probe across the line. He'll circle the net. Hyvren watching him. Back to 5-on-5 we go as Chitka comes off the bench. Derryberry goes to the box. Good PK there for Team Arizona. Gibbs with the save. Back to Leenders on the far side. Leenders back up top to the slot. Leenders will pick it up one more time. For Probe, a lot of room. Shoots and put it wide to the short side. 30 seconds to go here in the middle frame. Chitka gets it ahead. Looking for his high school teammate in Illing, and he'll feed it down low. 20 ticks on the clock here in the second period. First period, 4-1 Team Arizona. Second period, 3-1 Team AZ. Pesek takes a spill with 3, with 2, and with 1, and that will do it for period number 2. A great period for Team Arizona as they have 23 shots. They had 29 all of the first game. 7-2 the score, and we'll be right back. Back here for period number 3 on the Asha YouTube page. We thank you all for tuning in. And, well, you've been gifted a entertaining first 2 periods at that 7-2, the score after 2, with Team Arizona in front. 7 goals, and after 6 goals in the first game. However, in this second game, it's been some different goal scorers. In the first game, 6 goals from 6 different scorers. In this game, Team Arizona decided, all right, we can give a couple guys who can score multiple. Max Cable with 2, EJ Green with 2 as well. And even on Team California, Aiden Probe has 2. Toss in a Logan Chitka goal, toss in a Nick Wolf goal, and there you go. You got 7. Pesek ahead. Here's Connor Brown. Brown shoots and put it off the side of the net. Down low it goes. Loose puck. And a man behind the defense. That's Alan Kim. Closed off really nicely by Carson Kamen. Nice defense by Kamen there as he came back to knock off that play. Chitka drops it for Brown. Goes right back to his big body line mate. Took one of the tallest players on this team, him and Kyle Rahela. One forward, one D. Pesic laid off on a hit there as Bishop didn't have the puck just yet. Pesic laid that hit, an interference call would have been coming. Dennis can't keep the puck. Chitka the other way, 2-on-2 with Brown. Cross for Connor Brown. Couldn't get it in front. Derryberry at the blue line. One more pass down low for Pesic. Drop pass. Bishop high flips it in. Gibbs makes the stop. Gibbs had a lot of really high danger chances come his way in the first period and made a lot of really good saves, especially when the game was still scoreless. However, since Team Arizona has really started to score and put the puck in the back of the net, those chances have come few and far between, and that goes to show how good the Team Arizona defense has been, especially with a lead. Jones backhands it into the corner. Cable, one more pass. Big shot by Jones, and a nice save by McPhee. Or check that was Illing on the shot. Illing and Cable on the same line as well with Ben Jones, and Illing let it fly from the far side. And a nice save by McPhee. Watch Illing there. He had a goal like that similar in the ASHA D1 State Championship to really finish off that game and have Pinnacle ride to a state championship, their first one in 3 years, which for the Pinnacle program is a long time. Cable. Here is Illing with the white helmet. Taken away by Team California. 12:15 to go here in the third. Vascanthus for Team CA. Picks up this puck. Illing picks it right back up. Off the wall for Jones. He has Cable going right down the middle. Cable looking for three, and he scores! A hat trick for Max Cable. His third goal of the day. Fourth goal in 2 games. Make it 8-2. There are no hats on the ice. However, he deserves them. Nice pass from Illing, and Cable went to the far side and puts it in the back of the net. Beautiful shot. So not only has Cable have 3 goals, he had the second goal, he had the 7th goal, and now the 8th goal for Team Arizona. See another look on that Cable goal. We're going to do that when we get our next break. As this one comes in front, got a piece of the post. And now with the whistle, let's get another look at that goal. That was a great pass from Illing as he comes down the center, finds Cable, goes to the far side, and puts it in the back of the net. Hat trick for Max Cable. If I had a hat, I wouldn't be able to toss it on the ice because there's a large netting here. Thankfully, we are safe from any loose pucks or any pucks that go out of play. But I will throw a virtual hat on the ice for Mr. Cable, a hat trick. And he also had a goal in game number 1. So he has 4 goals overall today and still 11 minutes to do a little more damage if he pleases. Welch at the half wall. Back for Hogenauer. The return pass for Welch. Leanders leaning on him, forcing him to the wall. Hogenauer for Welch. One more pass. Green camping out in front. Schaefer stick handling. Green picks it up again. Leanders with speed, looking to force a 2-on-2. Iverin shuts off that play really well, along with the back check of Schaefer, who lets Leanders know about it with a hit all against the wall. Loose puck at the top of the zone. Welch takes it away, and it would have been a 2-on-1 if these 3 weren't at the end of a very good shift. McPhee plays the puck all the way to the red line. Nice pass by the goaltender. Cam at the red. Smith all over him. Kamen takes it away. Kamen tape to tape for Jaswin. Jaswin, nice move to the center. And then taken off the puck by Dennis. Drew Jasmine has been really impressive here in the second game. Hasn't gotten on the score sheet yet, but has done a lot of good, dirty work. A lot of long offensive zone shifts. These four lines that Team Arizona's put together are really complementary. What I mean by that is Jasmine and Co., along with Wolf and Smith, have had a lot of offensive zone time, and they're tiring down the California defense, and those subsequent lines can come out and take advantage of that. Came in toward the net, save, rebound chance, and McPhee got a piece of it and forced it out of play. So they're going to do running clock here with 9 minutes to go. It's a 6-goal lead in the third period, so that is the rule here at the not Lone Star Showcase, the high school national showcase, junior, whatever. We got to get a better name for that. I might just start calling it the Lone Star Showcase again, Ben.
I think you should.
Who's going to stop me? I'm going
to replace the logo with the boot trophy.
Yeah, right? Team Arizona Black did win that trophy last year as they went 4-1. They beat Team Texas, who was on their home ice, you could say, in the championship game on a Sunday morning. Reed Gramlich from last year's Notre Dame prep team received the MVP of the tournament, or the most outstanding player. Another few notable players, Ryan Jim and Ryan McCaughey as well on that team. Really impressive run, and now this team looks to do it again. Coming down the right side, one more pass for Kamen, and McPhee's all the way down. Team California scrambling. Rahela, one more pass. Big shot goes off into the glass as Chitka went off a stick and out of play with 8 minutes to go in the third period. That is it. Team Arizona not only is dominating in terms of possession, but their passing has been excellent today. Forcing a lot of odd man rushes and a lot of high danger chances as they hit the amount of shots that they did in game one, 29. Palawidzinski down low, looking for Illing. There's Max Cable on the ice, applying the pressure defensively. Already has 3 goals in this game. Casey stops on a dime and gets a piece of the glass. Team Arizona will be done for the day after this game, but 2 more games tomorrow. And it will not be easy games, I will tell you that. 2 very, very good teams, starting with Team Colorado Burgundy, and then Team DMV, the team that beat Team California earlier today, and is 2 of the top 3 teams, you could say, in this showcase. The third team being your Team Arizona. Holmes puts it wide, and Gibbs directs it off the black wall to the corner. On the third goal from Cable, Jones with another assist. Ben Jones has been racking up the assists today. 5 assists in 2 games for Ben Jones. Neutral zone pass taken away. Derryberry knocks it down deep. 6.5 to go here in the third. It's going to be an early morning for those in Texas and an earlier morning in Arizona. So after this game, I suggest going right to bed. It is an early start tomorrow. It's 6:15 in Arizona start. We will be right back here on the ACHA YouTube page for the game. Team Arizona takes on Team Colorado Burgundy at 8:15 local, 6:15 in Arizona. And then the second game, they face off with Team DMV at 2:30 local, 12:30 in Arizona. So 2 more games tomorrow. Green moves in, and his shot saved by McPhee. That was E.J. Green looking for the hat trick. He already has 2 today. Would have been a 9th goal for Team AZ. Team Arizona on the verge of going 2-0 here on Friday. But I mentioned those 2 games tomorrow are not going to be easy. And especially how it'll be the early game tomorrow, and it will be the rink that's further away from where the team is staying. It is at the Farmers Branch Arena, or rink, I should say. The only game that the team plays there between their 4 scheduled games, and we'll see what happens in Game 5. They schedule those on Saturday night. We'll be over at Farmers Branch early morning tomorrow and against a very good Colorado team. Hogenauer along the wall. Jumping past a few defenders, feeds it in front off the side of the net. McPhee gets the whistle with 4:50 to go in the third. A 8-2 ball game. And it's been a lot of highlight reel goals as well. Max Cable with a few really nice shots. Logan Chitka had a beautiful backhand shot in front. The passing has been on point. This Team Arizona team has really played well. As we're going to move this face-off all the way back down. For tomorrow, we mentioned 8:30 or 8:15 Texas time. 9:15 on the East Coast. 6:15 in Arizona, which is now in Pacific time. And the second game, I should say, 3:30 on the East Coast, 2:30 here in Texas, 12:30 in Arizona. Probe at the top for California. They gave a penalty here against Team Arizona for Schaefer, who takes the call. His first penalty of the game. And the second try for Team California on the power play. They had a shortened power play earlier in this game. They were not successful. So calls against Schaefer, as this one is offside. 2-minute penalty as we come down the last few minutes. Here in this one. And Team Arizona has had the foot on the gas ever since Nick Wolf scored the first goal. 4-1, the score after one. 7-2, the score after two. And then 8-2 after Max Cable earned his hat trick here in the third period. Hogenauer separating his man from the puck. Back to the PK goes Team AZ. Crowley down across the wall to Leenders. Leenders drops it for Crowley. Long pass, looking for Brown. Short-handed breakaway, but it went past him and in on McPhee. He's going to have to play this puck. 2:30 to go. 40 seconds in the penalty against Schaefer. Nice move. Leenders in front. Oh, what a try. That was Probe looking for number 3. Gibbs loses his stick. Long pass looking for Wolf, but he'll come in on McPhee. Nice job by Aiden Probe there. Loose puck. Brown picks up the pass from the goaltender, then is surrounded by orange jerseys. Aiden Probe and Mason Leenders, two of the best players on this California team, and it shows. They both go to the same high school as well, so think about that as this puck goes out of play. Under 2 minutes now, and Schaefer comes out of the box. Perfect penalty kill for Team AZ. I don't think Schaefer knows he's coming out of the box yet. He's looking around. Team Arizona only has 4 out there, and they're going to need another as the penalty is over. Who's going to come out? Are we going to do this? We're going to stay at 5-on-4, are we? Penalty is over, but now after the puck is dropped, Schaefer comes out, and onto the ice comes Pesic. So back to 5-on-5 we go. Here's Pesic. 1:20 to go in this game. Pesic drags, shoots, put it wide. Goes to the half wall. Team California. Penalty upcoming on Team AZ, or is it? Who did they get? Penalties here in the last few minutes. They're going to get Team California. Spearchick. Or Chick-Dat. Yep, Spearchick is going to the box. It looked like too many men. Trying to look at exactly what it was. It might have been interference as he was right in on Pesic there on the far side or right around the bench. Nevertheless, it's a penalty that is moot point. 40 seconds to go in this game, and the clock is running. We'll drop the puck, get a couple more touches, and the game will be over. Chico wins it back. Maybe Team AZ looking for one more as the power play goes back to work. Their third of the day. 1 for 2 so far. Chica all the way across. Back up top. Derryberry shot in the glove of McPhee with 20 seconds. Will we have enough time to drop this puck one more time? I don't think so. Seems like we're going to end this one, and we will. Final score of this game, 8-2. Team Arizona wins this one. A great performance and a really, really strong game from Team Arizona. Not a lot of negatives to point out, a lot of positives. Hat trick for Max Cable. 2 goals for EJ Green. Goal for Logan Chitka. Goal for Nick Wolf as well. A really strong performance. As Green got 3, Cable gets 3. So 2 hat tricks in this game. Goal from Chitka and Wolf as well. Not too bad a day of the office when you have 2 hat tricks for your team, Cable and EJ Green. 8-2 the final. We'll see you back here tomorrow, 6:15 Arizona time, 8:15 here in Texas, 9:15 back on the East Coast as Team AZ will take on Team Colorado tomorrow morning. 2-0 today as they win Game 2, 8-2. Game 1 with 6 goals against 3 against Team Indiana. We'll see if they can keep the winning going tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow right back here on the Asha YouTube page.